What happened to Lynda Carter, the original Wonder Woman? When someone mentions Wonder Woman, what's the first thing that springs to mind? Perhaps you envision the traditional red, white, and blue superhero costume. On Halloween, many individuals still dress up in legendary costumes. However, it turns out that there are a lot of unknowns concerning the dress, as well as the actress who portrayed it. Lynda Carter, as it turns out, is a very mysterious lady. They changed the costume. During World War II, the first Wonder Woman comic book was published. The creators of the television program chose the 1970s as the setting. Diana Prince also donned a very different outfit. Hers included an eagle, an obvious tribute to the United States. This changed when the program was moved to a new network. Cutting down on the budget. After the first season, ABC decided that it didn't want to invest any more money in the Second World War sets. Finally, the network dropped it from its schedule. It's a good thing that CBS picked up the program. They chose to situate it in the present. This was not the only thing they changed. The costume has also been updated. Instead of the eagle, it featured gold stripes that accentuated the body. The fascinating history. Do you know who Wonder Woman's so-called father is? William Moulton Marston was his name. He was a psychologist who fell out with his wife and was an ex-student. As you can expect, this was quite rare in the 1920s. Olivia Byrne, the third person, preferred to wear large bracelets. In the performance, he showed respect to his lover by wearing the same jewelry as her. Hard to design swimwear. Have you ever admired the costumes worn by your favorite superhero? If that's the case, you should thank Donald Lee Feld. He won an Emmy for his costume design work on the episode Anschluss 77, also known as Donfeld. Despite this, he was unable to create a bikini that would fit Lynda Carter. They gave me a wetsuit instead. They had a lot of wardrobe mishaps with the bikini on the set of the program. This is hardly the kind of stuff that would be appropriate for network television. Feld subsequently replaced her underpants with a tight blue wetsuit. On the plus side, this attire is more adapted to combating crime than a two-piece. Her double had to wear it too. For the show, Lynda Carter had her own body duplicated. A stunt woman named Jeannie Epper took on this job. However, things didn't go as planned for her before the presentation. Did you know she was fired from the Bionic Woman because she wore the incorrect size bra? When she auditioned for the role of Wonder Woman, she had to wear a swimsuit. I believe why that worked so well was that I could move precisely the way Lynda moved, and it was unlike how I moved, she told NPR in 2015. I moved more like Lindsay Wagner, a jock, an athletic kind of runner, and I've just learned how to be Lynda. It's as if an actor may change into a different character. You genuinely have to become an actor, she said, and you have to know how to not look at the camera but also not seem to be looking at the camera. You know? Lynda and I connected quite quickly, she says of her friendship with Carter. I'm a spectator at first, and I want to see how the actresses will react to me. She kept an eye on her weight. You may think it's enjoyable to play a superhero, but Lynda Carter had to stick to a rigid schedule. She wanted to fit into the outfit for taping, so she worked out hard and ate well. I had to keep in shape because you can't eat donuts while you're wearing a costume like that. But I was in my 20s and I had the figure for it, something I completely underestimated, the actress told Daily Express. She's also spoken out against the practice of forcing celebrities to lose weight. Carter told Extra in 2007, I'm so sick of seeing these anorexic actresses. These individuals are insane. They'd be in a hospital everywhere else in the nation other than New York and Los Angeles. She now advocates for good nutrition and frequent exercise. I eat anything I want, she told Energy Times in 2018. I just reduced the portion amount. Everything boils down to portion control. I've improved my connection with food, but I still battle with my weight. The Cowgirl version of her costume. The Bushwhackers is an episode from the first season of the program. It was a favorite of Lynda Carter since it included Roy Rogers. The main actress had been looking forward to working with the Western icon. Working with Roy was a joy since I was a tremendous admirer, and I still have the screenplay he signed for me, she told the Daily Express in 2010. However, there's something more you should know about this episode. It depicted the main heroine wearing more modest cowgirl attire. We already enjoy the ensemble as a whole, but we're interested in why they made the adjustment at all. Do you believe the reason was because the standard attire was unsuitable for horseback riding? A report also circulated that Roy Rogers wanted his co-star to be more covered up than normal. Interesting. Outfit, a hit among drag queens. Out magazine interviewed the actress in 2012. Do you recall the first time you saw a drag queen dressed as Wonder Woman? They asked her. I do recall the first time my kids saw one, Lynda Carter said in an answer to that amusing inquiry. He was with me once when I was performing in San Francisco, and a huge drag queen dressed up to the nines showed up. She was fantastic. How her son reacted to it. My son's response was amazing, and we loved it, said the actress. I'll add that some of the funniest ones I've seen are the Wonder Woman drag queens with the large pot bellies and masses of hair on their chests, she said. These are the greatest, and I've had enough chances to see them. She did her own stunts. Lynda Carter was a daredevil in disguise while working on Wonder Woman. Do you need proof? The character had to dangle from a helicopter in one scenario. Apper, you'd think, would be the one to do it. They couldn't, however, film this without revealing that she was a duplicate. Carter completed the task on her own. It supposedly enraged the producers. She nearly died. She also had a near-death experience on the set of the program at one point. Carter told Johnny Carson in 1976 that she had to leap over a vehicle for a certain scenario. They wired her up, but she miscalculated the distance and crashed directly into the vehicle itself. You have to realize that this was a period when they were just barely letting people know there were duplicates, Epper stated to NPR in 2005. For many years, all the performers and actresses stated they performed their own stunt work, she said. For the principal actress, this was somewhat accurate. The new costume is less colorful. Lynda Carter is not the only one who's brought the role to life. She may be most known for it, but Gal Gadot had a chance to play it in 2017. She appeared in Wonder Woman that year, as well as the 3-year later sequel, Wonder Woman 1984. Fans may have observed that she was dressed in less bright clothing than Carter. This did not impress the older actress. She hated how they sexualized her. Many admirers were drawn to Lynda Carter in her depiction of the superheroine. However, she didn't like all the attention paid to her appearance. She detailed this in great detail for Us Weekly in 1980. Carter said, "I never intended to be a sexual object for anybody other than my husband." She has to be a role model. For a long time, children's safety organizations have advocated for characters in movies and TV programs to wear protective gear. This perhaps will inspire young viewers to follow suit. Diana, as always, cautious at the wheel of both 2 and 4 wheels. Not only that, but she skateboards while wearing a helmet and arm protectors. What an interesting and entertaining fact. Her plans to start a family. Lynda Carter seems to have had more goals than only playing on stage and in front of the camera. "I want to establish a family," she said in an interview. "It's finally time. I found the guy I'm looking for. I've decided where I want to reside. My brother and sister are both parents. They began while they were little. I waited, and now it's the proper time." That's exactly what she did. Lynda Carter and Robert Altman stepped away from the limelight to begin a new chapter in their lives. They built a large home in Maryland and subsequently had a baby boy named James in 1988. 2 years later, a girl named Jessica was born. People were curious whether she had any regrets about this. After some thought, the actress acknowledged that she did not. Original Wonder Woman. The original Wonder Woman, Lynda Carter, has remained involved in numerous parts of the entertainment world. Carter is a vocalist as well as an actor, and she has a varied career. Well, she's most known for her iconic depiction of Wonder Woman in the television series that aired from 1975 to 1979. Carter has remained active in the entertainment industry throughout the years. She's recorded music CDs and performed in many roles in addition to her acting career. Lynda Carter's dedication to her profession, as well as her engagement in charity causes, have characterized her life beyond Wonder Woman. However, the most recent reports on Lynda Carter's life and profession have been consistent. Her passion for singing and acting, not to mention her familial duties.